This is Abraham's Faith Hour. As a compliment to the Holy Eternal Kingdom of YHWH. We are for just us, New Generation in Jerusalem. I am your host, D.Aaron. Here, bringing you the word of the day upon Lamar's D.D. YHWH Eleemosynary show, an auxiliary of Abraham's Faith Hour. Lastly, on part 8, we expounded 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 16. And what agreement hath the temple of God with idols? For ye are the temple of the living God. As God hath said, I will dwell in them and will walk in them, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people. This verse proves the reality as one, a few of the elements. Lastly, they shall be my people. That signifies that even though people are created, they could be in a position where they're not the people of God, though God created all people. Secondly, the true and the living Most High Almighty One gives testimony that he would dwell in them and will walk in them. Dwell in the people, walk in the people. Thirdly, an authorized testimony via the apostle proclaimed, for ye are the temple of the living God. So, what agreement have the temple of the living God with idols? Idols are without help, without breath to save, without hands to help, without a mind to mentally reason, and hear, without an ear to hear you. Yet it's many that bow to these breathless creations, but as vain as the creation is as vain as the creator of them. Using 1827 Webster's, Noah's American English Dictionary, we pull up the term idol. We were warned to, stay away from these things and have no inclusion in worship with these things. An idol is primarily defined as an image, form, or representation, usually of a man or other animal. It is a consecrated as an object of worship, a pagan deity. That's the sense of what was intended, of the use of that word within the verse of 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 16. return to the true and living God with me unto 1 Chronicles chapter 23, verse 25. As it is written, for David said, the Most High, Almighty Yah of Yisrael, have given rest unto his people, that they may dwell in Jerusalem forever. This is our joy, even to dwell in a place where the Most High have chosen to place his name forever. We know that old Jerusalem the temple was destroyed, rebuilt, redestroyed. It's now in building again. Yet we have an uncorruptible, undefilable temple in building here today with us in the midst of the body of Christ. Yisrael, the whole Yisrael, our Messiah, has ordained righteousness for us, has established peace for us. So to bring to clarity that we are indeed the people who worship the Most High in spirit and in truth. Unto us, we have rest. So, indeed, we ought to love our neighbors and cause them to be mindful of Exodus 31, verse 13, for it is pertinent unto our rest and our neighbor's rest to not, have respect for one's rest. It's really inhumane. When slavery been abolished and them 400 years is up. So when it comes to us giving or consensually offering ourselves as a living sacrifice and serving whoever we choose to serve, can't sincerely serve two masters. For you will either cleave to one and hate the other, or despise the one and neglect the other. In so many words of ours. I'm mindful that after we read Exodus 31, verse 13, etc., we must go to the book of Ezekiel, chapter 37. For when the dry bones receive life, they will indeed be the people of the Most High, a great and exceedingly strengthened heavenly host. Got it? As it is written, Exodus chapter 31, verse 13. You are to speak to the people of Yisrael and say, above all, you shall keep my Sabbaths, for this is a sign between me and you throughout your generations, that you may know that I, YHWH, Yahweh, sanctify you. Verse 14, you shall keep the Sabbath because it is sacred for you. Everyone who profanes it shall be put to death. Whoever does any work on it, that soul should be cut off from among his people. Verse 15. 6 days shall work be done, but the seventh day is a Sabbath of solemn rest, sacred to YHWH, Yahweh. Whoever does any work on the Sabbath day shall be put to death. Verse 16. Therefore the people of Yisrael shall keep the Sabbath, observing the Sabbath throughout their generations as a covenant forever. Verse 17. It is a sign forever between me and the people of Israel, that in the 6 days our Supreme One made heaven and earth, and on the seventh day he rested and was refreshed. Verse 18. And he gave Memshinhe, Moses, peace be upon Anabi, when he had finished speaking with him on Mount Sinai, the 2 tablets of testimony, tablets of stone, written with the finger of YHWH, Yahweh. That is a glorious reminder. It is a warning to those out of the way and an acknowledgement of truth to those who are in the way. Now, move forward to the book of Ezekiel, chapter 37. Got it? As it was said to me, I share. From verse 11. And I'm going to read all the way through. 3 minutes before part 3. Verse 11. Then he said to me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. Behold, they say, our bones are dried up. Our hope is lost. We are indeed cut off. Therefore prophesy and say to them, Thus saith the Supreme One, YHWH, Yahweh. Behold, I will open your graves and raise you from your graves, O my people, and I will bring you into the land of Israel, and you shall know that I am the Supreme One, when I open your graves and raise you from your graves, O my people, and I will put my spirit within you, and you shall live, and I will place you in your own land. Then you shall know that I am YHWH, Yahweh. I have spoken, and I will do it, declares the Supreme One. Verse 15. The word of YHWH, Yahweh, came to me, son of Adam. Take a stick and write upon it for Yahudah, Judah, and for the people of Yisrael, associated with them, with him, and take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and all the house of Israel associated with him, and join them one to another into one stick, that they may become one in your hand. And when your people say to you, will you not tell us what you mean by these? Say to them, Thus saith